Hi folks, another oil painting. Done a lot of watercolours and acrylic watercolours lately. Right, do you ever, well I'm sure you do, notice a lovely picture on TV or on your laptop comes up with the introduction to your Microsoft Windows tablet when you open it up. I was one this morning, it was a sort of a Norwegian field type of view. And I thought, oh, I'd like to do that, or something like it. So it was basically just a sort of a plateau. And there was some green across here, and a river going through, and then another up there, a bit of distance across the field out there. So we'll make what we can. Green here and whatever I make of that there. So I sort of make these up. Well, this is made up one. But it's just that you see these things and you think, oh, I'd love to have a go at that. Then it's gone. But luckily I can sort of just about memorise some of these things. So use a broad brush, I get a sky in. All these brushes are dated around, apart from that one's Chinese, dated around the graduate. This is Georgian flat. Lovely, lovely brushes. I bought all these at the range, but unfortunately the range my local range has got rid of its lovely art section because they had to make room for an Iceland supermarket in the corner of the store, so I'm not happy. I haven't been there since. So can get these online, I'm sure. Right, okay. So I'll use a nice flat brush. I've got I'm going to put some white out. I've got some ultramarine, red ochre, Payne's grey, Viridian, cadmium yellow and yellow ochre. 2, 4, 6 colours and white, but we don't count that one, do we? I know my oil paintings don't get as many views as well, the knife paintings do, as the watercolours, because watercolours I know are more popular with the beginners than oils. But I don't really go for views, I go for painting what I want to paint, regardless. Okay, I know my time will come. Probably will be too late. Right, okay, so I'll use this large 3/4, I think it's a 3/4. 3/4, supposed to be flat, but it's not that flat. A bit of oil. I've got some dryer in this oil, linseed, so I want to go ahead and have a bit of red in this sky. Ooh, God, that's strong. Just a base colour really. Now I know why that's going dark, because I haven't cleaned it. Payne's grey. There, that's why it's gone a bit dark. Right, so I'm just putting a base colour on. I'm sure this will all be changed. See if I just clean that off a bit. Move the ochre to there. Plenty of cloth and rag and paper. I only clean the brushes, wash the brushes at the end. I just clean them with my towel, and I use a bit of dishwasher liquid. Oh, I get some dark in there now. A bit of blue, bit of Payne's grey. Oh no, that's brilliant. Oh dear, terrible. Well, I'm going to use quite a bit of Viridian in this, in the hills. I've been to Norway. I was years ago, in a previous lifetime. I was in the army, the Royal Fusiliers, and we did a massive exercise. I was stationed in Germany. Oh, it's a lifetime ago now, but never to be forgotten. Viridian again. Going to move it. Because I've got this board, my makeshift palette, it's a bit big. Let's put that there. Clean up again. We'll get going soon. And it was a big exercise with the Northern Brigade, the Americans, and the brigade of us. And we had two weeks exercising 200 miles inside the Arctic Circle in late September. So it was pretty wet and pretty cold and pretty uncomfortable. But the fields, the absolute, they're magnificent. And to see it from about 40,000 feet in an old Britannia aircraft was something to behold. Absolutely fantastic. We loved it. That's a better colour. Bit of oil. Keep away from that Viridian, Dave. A bit of red. Now, painting on watercolour paper, this is the cheaper studio one. And the oil soaks into the paper. And well, we were there for 2 weeks, and we finally got back to our base camp to find that the staff sergeants who were responsible for provisioning all the companies, so their food, etc., and comforts in the field, had sold all the spirits, the brandy and stuff that we got duty free to the Norwegians. Well, they lost their pension and got kicked out of the army. As a result of that, coming up with exercise and doing that sort of thing to the lads who had roughed it. And the spirits was much more expensive in Norway than we paid for it in Germany. Oh, it's more of that black. But I think they're probably my first attempt at having a go from memory. It is from memory. And I haven't got a great memory. You might think I have, but I haven't. God, I forget what I did yesterday. I like putting red in the sky. Oh, just adds a variety. Right, now, have a little bit of yellow. Cadmium yellow. Do a bit more of the sky, and I can go back to it. gets that wants to be much lighter there because I'm going to put a darkish distance. Try to lighten that with the, oh, that's a bit better. I was looking at another photograph with this gorgeous light, this lemon or this yellow. I think later I've been getting my skies just a bit too dark in the snow pictures because of to get the contrast. Right, well let's change tack now. I'm going to put that background in. So we want to. So let's have a bit of iridium, bit of light colour, bit of blue in there. See what it looks like. Don't want too many colours in that because it's distant. Right, we can adjust that later. Still don't like that yellow ochre there. It's a bit too much, isn't it? Let's change the shape of it. Put a bit more dark in. Oh, that's a Viridian is. Right, I'll work on that. As that dries into the paper, it should take some more colour. Let's get a bit of that in. Just all adds just a little bit of character to the scene. Right, okay. Right, now go back to where we were now. So, bit of ultramarine, bit of blue, bit of the old. Bit of pains in there. ochre goes very well with Viridian. Some dark in there. I need to counter change the light green that I'm going to put in. Right, go over the other side. Have a bit of ochre, a bit of red in there. Just blocking it all in. Just try to create an impression, because the mountains are not the main objects of this. There's not much here, yes. It's going to be this lake in the distance, or the field. So let's just get a bit pure, or slightly off white. You can do this with a knife. Right, okay, now we get the green in. Just white and the Viridian. Oh, it's pouring the rain now. A bit darker. You know, the paper's sucking the oil out of the paper now. So you can gradually go with the dry brush. A bit darker, that green. But this green is to counter change against the darkest plateau. It's like a stream going into the field. as I recall, it was just like a ribbon, because it was a bit of a distant shot, but I can make it what I want. Let's get another brush here. Don't want to get this too perfect. Okay, so a bit of a darker colour on the edge of these here. Bit of a Payne's grey. A few rocky bits. A bit of white with that. Don't remember seeing many trees in Norway. Well, we were above mostly above the tree line. But it was a great experience. Never have seen it otherwise. Let's try and give an impression of a bit of rocks. take that grass up a little bit. Now a bit darker. A bit of red, ochre. I wonder if we could just break that up a bit. Maybe we could take the horizon up a little bit, or just put a bit of variety in that distance. A bit of blue-green. Right, look, that's too much to do now. Just get the walls dark in. Now, I reckon right, just a bit dark in here. Just Payne's Grand Meridian. A bit of sort of a dark. Oh no, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Okay, that's right, just to do a bit on that sky. I can't do any more than that. I think probably could have had more of a wind going out one side, sort of going up through the the middle. This is the exciting bit. There's dry brushing now. But just too dark, that yellow ochre. Just drag over the distant hills. Just send it back a bit. Put a bigger rock in afterwards. So Payne's grey, bit of white. Right, okay, that's just a little bit of detail. Right, okay, I'll put that in a mount. Just dismantle my setup. I'll probably go back to some watercolour tomorrow. But whether I carry on with the oils, it depends on how long these will stay open for. I put them in a stay wet palette and they will stay for a couple of days, nice and moist, but then they're just wasted. So, I'll do that anyway. 3 brushes there to clean. It's good taking the tape off because it leaves you with a frame, like a border, a lovely white border. Right, let's move that into the middle. A bit of tape over there. Clean the fingers on the penny. And so there we are, we've got a sort of a simplified view of what I remember. I don't remember the sky so much, but I think I've gone too far near the middle, but the middle's there, so we're away from it, but not a lot. Anyway, I hope you like it. We've got nice luminous greens in the foreground. That's what I remember, like a plateau, but the river was, or the stream into the field wasn't quite as wide as I've made it. But it doesn't matter, it's a painting. I don't want to copy a photograph. Okay, now bring the sky into the distance. Look, I've scumbled over that. I could do that now because the oil has dried, or has partly dried into the paper behind. So it just takes it back that bit further, gives it another plane. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.